Good morning. Well, we are waiting for stuff to dry out to go start combining beans. I'm taking care of some other things right now. Some of the business side of things that you guys don't see a lot. So I'll show you just a tiny little bit of some of the management stuff that we're doing right now that's happening all the time, but it doesn't get on film a lot right now. So we have a company that does all of our soil testing for us. They provide us with a fancy book that looks like this, and we get these maps. And so this is last year's stuff, but essentially they are taking soil test results that look like this. Let's see, where are we at here? Bernath Farm. So we get a lot of information. All of these letters here are different zones in the field. There are that many through letter G zones. Here is the map of where the zones are. We do zone sampling, not grid sampling. So a lot of people will do a grid sample where they'll just draw grids on here, straight lines, pull a sample out of every one. We do not do that. We are zones, trying to test by soil type, by yield environment, just trying to group soils that are similar rather than just squaring everything off, because nothing is square. But anyway, so then we get these results and you get a pH number. Around 6.5 is ideal. You can see we're fairly close on most of these. And so then we also get some other readings here. Phosphorus reading, like this 11 is pretty low, 56 is very good. Potassium numbers, some base saturations. And so we're applying fertilizer based on those test results. So then they give me some fancy maps that look like this of how much we want to apply. This is MAP, that's our phosphorus fertilizer. So anywhere from 0 up to 120 pounds per acre. This is what they call a blend 6 that's got the potash in it and some sulfur and boron. And again, we're anywhere from 200 here up to 300 pounds per acre, variable based on how much it needs. This is a lime. So if your pH is low, we apply a little bit of lime. See, we've got some recommendations there. And then the next field. So this is last year's stuff. I haven't gotten this year's book yet, but I do have all the recommendations. And so I've been lining those up with the people that apply our fertilizer for us and the lime, and trying to make sure that we're taking care of the fertility needs. This is about as close as I'm gonna get to planting wheat anytime soon. We gotta load up Phil's tender for him. All right, we've got some seed wheat moved around for Phil. I did get a truck in, had a couple of bags, bulk bags that I needed. Climbing ladders with one hand is rather difficult. We gotta go check this bin. We're filling this bean bin, and we gotta see how full it is and how even it is. Make sure it's going all right. Up the outside, down the inside. Well, looks like we may be off level just a little bit. Climb down here and look. Camera doesn't want to focus in here. Definitely we're getting way too many over there. You can see how high it is on the sidewall, and then follow it way down over here. But we've got a nice pile in the middle. So we've got one of those grain spreaders up there that is supposed to distribute stuff nice and even. It does not distribute stuff nice and even. What it does is pile one side up higher than the other. So we're gonna go up there and see if we can adjust a little bit, get it to push more beans over there by the ladder. You can see that's clearly the low spot. It's not horrible, but we gotta do a better job than this. Let's see, so on the high side, we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rings, 4.5 rings, that's half full. We're more over there, so we're not quite half full in this bin. You'll notice we've got some cables out here. There are, I believe, 5 of them around this bin. It's a 42-foot diameter bin. Those have temperature sensors in them. So we have a little box that we can plug in outside. Every so often in this cable, there's a sensor that reads the temperature. It helps us prevent the grain spoiling and hot spots, and tells us whether or not we need to turn the fans on. This one does not have any kind of automatic control on it. There are systems out there that do that. Ours do not. So up on top here, you can see this spreader a little bit. It's got this kind of funnel thing with some tabs on it that you can bend around to help direct that grain. they're already bent how I would bend them, so I have this little thing. Dusty, we're gonna take it, stick it in here to try and help direct the grain over there to the side with the ladder where it's low. Well, we'll try that. Might have to come back up tomorrow and move it a little bit or adjust it. I don't know. We'll keep an eye on stuff, but it should help level it up. I had to run some errands real quick. Looks like the neighbors are getting ready to go. Nobody's rolling yet though, but it's time to go combine beans. Wow, look at that. It's getting some tillage going. Cool. We are going to take the 40-20 and this wagon full of wheat seed, treated wheat, down to the field where Phil's going to plant next and across the road from where we're going to go combine. Okay, we're going to leave that tractor and wagon sit there. Phil's going to be down here in a little while to plant this field. We are right over there behind that barn is the combine. Grain cart's over there. Going to finish combining that. We're going to attempt to do this little triangle field here. And then we got a field on the other side of the river over there. Well, here's your view again for a while. Let the combine computers get booted up, everything warmed up, and off we'll go. Okay, well, our beans picked up a little bit of moisture overnight. They're about 14 right now, which is good. That means they're not overly dry. Gosh dang it, it's still pushing. I'm gonna fight that for a little while. Should get better as it dries out a little bit more. These are a really tall variety. They're gonna feed in and combine a little bit difficult. So it is what it is. We're gonna push through them here though. We've got what, 37 acres left in this field. So I'll show you when we get down here. You can see how the fodder changes color. There's a ridge right here and we drop off into some low river bottom ground in the back there that I am pretty sure had water in it a week ago after we got that big rain. So the beans are flat and it's more of a challenge, but we are able to get them out and they're dry, so let's get them. Here's some of those beans that are laying kind of flat. When you look across here right there, they're standing okay, and then these ones, they're just all laid down. So we are picking them up pretty good, minus the reflection in the window of the box there, but we're getting them. They're not horrible beans, but they're tough and they're slow going. And it gets better over there, but there's a fairly wide area here that's got some of these that are laying down. Look, we got a rider today. Look at him. You can't see him, but he's on the phone. She's on the phone. You think they're talking to each other? Yeah. I don't know. The beans are a little better today. I don't know. We've made 2 rounds, and there's more yellow on there than purple, so that's encouraging. But they picked up moisture. That's what 4 points of moisture will do for you. Well, these are some dusty, crappy, terrible beans here. Man. So, remember yesterday we were in this field and I told you that I had sprayed part of it with a fungicide and part without. Well, that was wrong. It was not a fungicide that I split. None of this field got a fungicide on it. I'm regretting that decision big time right now. What I did split out here was the insecticide that we sprayed to kill off the aphids. And I have found the split. Can you see it? Right there. I ran out with a half a pass about right there. And so from here over and right there over in the back did not get sprayed. And these are terrible beans. That average is going to drop. We'll be lucky to have 45 average after we're done with this. Not good. And I can tell you why. We'll say hi to Ian in a little bit. I know they're kind of dirty. You get a lot of pods in there, but if you can find the right spot and look at them, there's a lot of little teeny tiny beans. There's too many little dead ones that are they didn't develop right. They died prematurely, and the seed size is terrible. You guys want to see something interesting? So see how all these beans are laying flat, but right there's a strip, and right there's a strip that are standing? You know why? It's because those are sprayer tracks from when Dad sprayed these beans with a herbicide in June. He stunted those beans just enough to keep them shorter so they didn't fall over with the rest of them when we got this water on them last week, or whenever these fell over, who knows. Interesting. I did not spray this side at all late in the year, so there's no actual wheel tracks there where we just killed the beans from a fungicide or insecticide pass. So those ones actually stood back up and are probably the better yielding beans of the whole bunch here. You don't see that very often. All right, check it out. Anna's home for the day. Our county fair is this week. I think I told you guys that earlier in the week, and I think she came home to go to the fair. Is that why you're home?
Yeah, mainly.
Michigan State has a football game tomorrow, so she's going back up there. I'll be in a combine, pretty sure. Anyway, how's it going?
Busy.
Did you find a job yet?
Well, I have a job right now. I work on campus.
A job for next year. Remember, we were talking to YouTube when we went to the farm show because you were looking for a job. They want to know if you found one.
Yeah, I went to the career fair on Tuesday, talked to like 4 different companies, and then I have an interview on Monday, which is
That's
exciting.
Good. Working on it?
Yeah. So, I don't know if it's exactly what I want to do, but...
Internships for next summer though, right?
Yeah, I think it'll be
That's
good.
what they're for.
Yeah. So, I'm excited. It seems like a cool job. I'll move to Indiana if that happens. Whatever.
It seems to be sort of an agriculture research, data analytics kind of thing. So
Yeah, probably some crop scouting too, but I did specialty crops last summer, so I don't know too much about corn and soybeans other than the general knowledge, so that could be good.
Are they more corn and soybeans based than specialty stuff?
I would assume so, because they're not along the lakeshore at all.
They're in Indiana.
Yeah.
What else do you grow in Indiana? Corn and soybeans. Popcorn. Maybe you'll get some popcorn.
That would be cool.
There's more popcorn grown in Indiana than anywhere else in the country, at least. I don't know about the world, but
I didn't know that.
it's all in Indiana. Yep. Anyway, cool. What else do you want to know, YouTube? So I got tired of looking at my crappy yield map and these terrible beans that we have over here. So I found a different map to look at. Check this one out. This is pretty cool. So this is a moisture content. So, you know, we've talked about the moisture of the soybeans and stuff. 13 is ideal. And this map shows the differences in the moisture kind of throughout the day. So yesterday, all this purple over here, for the most part, is what we combined yesterday. You can see in the back there was some that were just a little bit greener. They were a little wetter. And then right here where this line is where we started today, and they were green, 14 plus, but then they quickly kind of dried, and you can see as we get farther and farther across later in the day how the beans are drying out. They go from the green to the yellow to the orange, and now we're getting some red in there, and that's just how fast that they change. But I don't know, I find that interesting. It's more fun to look at than that crappy map. Ouch. Ugh. We're almost done here. We're almost done. What are you wearing?
I saw this girl wear them at the WLC conference, and I thought they were so cool, so I bought them.
Those are not work boots. Oh, finally we made it to the end of this crappy field of beans. Ouch. 45 average. 10 years ago you told me I had 45 bushel beans, and I'd be like, all right, that's not terrible. Now, that's bad. But we're done with this one. That insecticide made just a huge difference. You can see it right there, a big line right down the middle of the yield map. And the good news is we sprayed 90% or more of our beans with that insecticide, and it mattered. It made a difference. So we are unfortunately going to jump across this little ditch here and do that field of beans that is also laying flat, was flooded, and probably are not very good because I didn't spray them with a fungicide or insecticide either. But there's only about 10 acres there, so it should go quick and it won't be that much. And then we'll get back into some better beans. Stopping for a tank of fuel there. I had a stick in the grain tank, so I climbed up here to get it out. Wanted to show you guys some stuff. See all this little black stuff here? That's from the white mold we've had in our beans. Looks like mouse turds. It's that sclerotia. It forms inside the stems of the beans, and then when they break apart going through the combine, you kind of collect it, and that is what will cause more white mold the next time we have beans here. Fun. Anna's got, no, you're good. Anna's got to go, but we're gonna get her in a thumbnail for tomorrow for this video. Wait. I need a closer one. All right. Well, Anna went back to the house. We have another sister. One of our other sisters is coming in today too with her kid, and so Anna was going to go see them. We're going to start in on this triangle field here. I don't know how much of this we're going to be able to get to. There's clearly some water over there. I don't think we can go all the way through here because I think there's water sitting in front of us. The beans are laying down. It's not going to be fun. But like I said, it's only like 10 acres, so we'll just knock them out real fast and get out of here. And that was far enough. I'm not 100% sure if it's worth being out here or not. Oh, please don't get stuck. Please don't get stuck. There are some beans here. A few. I'm not sure there's any beans in these. You can kind of see a line there. These beans all died in the July flood. When we had that 6 inches of rain in 10 days in July there, this field flooded and these died. I mean, that's more than I would have thought. But we are catching a few on this end over there, so. Frustrating, but that's what you get. Dad likes this field because it's right along the road, and it shows everybody how crappy the ground that we farm is. And it's not all this bad, but this is the worst, at least as far as flooding goes. Oh, it's getting iffy. Oh, get out of here, get out of here, get out of here. I'm trying to bail out. We're spinning big time spinning. Pucker factor there, boys. Muddy tires, I'll show you the ruts when we turn around. There's a few beans here yet. We can get those. There's a little hill. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that one was fun. That's what the four-wheel drive is for. Nope. Too much water. Not enough soybeans to make it worth going through there. We're about done here. Well, we did 11.16 acres of it. 35. Yikes. All right, we're done here. We're going to try and jump this bridge. All I got to do is get to the other side of it, to that field. This is a sort of a busy road, so I'm going to have Dad sit there in a pickup just to make sure that nobody's coming over the hill down there and meets me on the bridge. That would be worst case scenario, is somebody meets me on the bridge. I made it. That took 15 seconds rather than 15 minutes to drop the head and move over here, so good deal. Let's go. These are 2.5s. They're much more mature, ready, harvestable, easy, better already. Much better. I feel better. Okay, so there's 79 acres in this field. My goal is to finish it today. It should be easily doable. It's 3 o'clock now. Let's get it done. All right, well, I got stuff started here, opened up. Dad's bringing me a grain cart I need. I'm gonna see if he wants to run a combine, because this field will be a whole lot easier to do. It's not as frustrating, so he might enjoy this one a little bit more. There is a big wet spot down over the hill over there that we're probably gonna have to go around, but we can run trucks and grain cart. That'd be fine with me. These are slightly better beans. I mean, obviously I've just done end rows, but they're not great here. They might get better. Yeah, the light just came on at me, so. Hey, do you want to run a combine?
Yeah, I do, sort of.
Okay, well, let's switch now. I'll walk back and get the truck, and you can get started, and I'll run semi and grain cart.
Alright, Scott and Katie were back. They were talking about going to the football game tonight at Waldron.
Okay. You want to go to the football game?
But I thought maybe you would.
Oh. Yeah, maybe a little bit. I don't know, we'll see. Yeah. It should take about 4 hours here, maybe a little bit more, so we'll be done around 7:30.
I'm driving.
All right. He climbed up there and I said, you got to go. Push that stick forward. He says, how fast? 5.5, just go. We'll see. He'll be fine. So we're going to walk back and get the pickup and the semi truck, and we're just a quarter of a mile or so down the road. Let him go. Here's our river, flowing pretty good today. I know, it's not a huge river. I get it, but it's still a river. St. Joe River. Goes from here down to Fort Wayne, Indiana, hooks up with the Maumee River, goes back to Toledo, Lake Erie. As Zach would say, hoofing it. Oh, look at that. Fueling. All right, so we are unloading the truck, going up the grain leg, down the spout, that way into that bin. Same bin we checked this morning. We've been filling that one again. I think this is the third load of the day, so at some point we'll go up there and check it again. You can see how dusty these are. That dust is all from them down beans that we were combining where the flooded stuff happened, and in that triangle field they're just dusty and dirty, and they should get a lot better and not be so bad, the ones that Dad's running now. Looking at the sample a little bit, you can see some more of that sclerotia, some little black pellets in there, and just overall lack of bean size. Like, look at these, look how little those beans are. I mean, there's some good ones mixed in there, but they're the little ones, they don't add up. They don't weigh anything. You can see some little teeny tiny BB beans, little teeny itty bitty ones there. Just didn't have enough finish for whatever reason. Look at all that. Whether it was the disease came in and killed them prematurely, whether it was too much rain stressed them at the wrong time, dry at the wrong time, insects feeding on it, stressing the plants, white mold, clearly. These ones were no good. Anybody lose a battery? It's not my brand. Jeez. Needed one more dump to top off the truck, so let's take them on the go, why don't we? Good times. These are good times. It's wet over there. This is what it normally looks like, which is why when Brock got stuck there, I was like, what? You went through that spot? It didn't look like this in the spring, though. I will give him that. All right, well, we got what we need to load the truck. I set that jug of DEF there on that track for Dad. The low def light tank warning came on right as he was taking over in the combine. He can run for a little while like that, but I don't know that there would be enough to finish the field. So set a jug there, and he can put that in. That should be enough, and we can finish this, and then we'll take the combine home to fuel up and get everything ready for tomorrow. I'm dumping this next truck here. This is the first one from the next field where Dad started combining, and there's still a little bit of that black stuff from the white mold, but the bean seed size is better. There are a few little ones, but for the most part they're bigger. But look how much less dusty it is. Yeah, there's still dust, but it's nothing like what that last truck was. So cleaner beans, better beans, good. Hope your air filters are working good today. Yes, I know the window is covered in dust, but it's also floating through the air so thick you can hardly see. Okay, you can see, but you know what I mean. Ah, Dad is moving here. 5.9. Good deal. Cover some ground. Let's get this field done. I'm gonna jump in the combine with Dad. Ride around. Unloading in a hurry. I need one more dump from the combine to fill the truck, so we'll go catch him on the go here. Here's that wet spot that I was telling you is out here, and yeah, there's some water over there yet, so he'll have to start going around it here and just kind of make some end rows on both sides and turn short of it. It'll be fine. All right, I'm back with another load. Before we dump this one, we're gonna go check our bin again. Okay, well, it looks different than this morning. This morning, that was our high spot over there. That one's not as high. Now it's high over here, but not as big of a difference. Only about one ring. We've got quite a mound in the center. So I'm gonna adjust a little bit more. We're gonna move our little deflector thing that we put in up there a little bit to help push the grain over this way. And there's a ring in the center. I'm gonna drop it down so that not so much is spilling over the center and it's more going to the outside of the bin. So I don't get quite, I don't know. I guess that's not too bad. You want it to be, you don't want a big peak in the middle. You want it to be relatively level. Yeah, we could drop it down a little bit. I'm getting our truck unloaded. I picked up another helper. Can you say hi, Parker? It's my nephew, Parker. He wanted to hang out. Wave hi. Say hi. Dad turned his lights on already. Anyway, he's got a rider. We brought Parker down to go ride in the combine for Grandpa for a little bit. He can't have much to do here. Should be done in, I don't know, a half hour. Maybe there's 10 acres. I am going to park the cart over here closer to him. He's got everything in front of this wet hole done, so I'm going to park it here. We still got to pick up back over there across the river, and our header cart's over there. So I'm going to go over there and get it. Just leave this parked here. He can make rounds and dump right into the cart. Header cart. Now, when he's done, we can drop the head. I kind of like to take the combine home tonight because we got a long move in the morning. We had a 10-mile move. I'd like to be on the road moving around 10. I've got wheat to treat. We got stuff to do to keep everything moving. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But it's here. I'll walk back to the grain cart again. Dad's 3 more rounds maybe. It's a good day. We did not quite 300 acres, probably 280-ish, 285 here, without having to drop the head, and did it in 2 days. I feel like that's pretty good. I'm gonna stay here until he gets this done because we can get everything on the truck and the grain cart. So I got a minute to set here. Let's get some sweet lights on, but you can still see because it's light enough camera footage. Now get the heck out of the way before the dust hits us. Always fun getting some new angles though. That's a good one too. All right, we're done. Dad wanted to take the semi and told me to take the combine, so I'm gonna do that. Got my rider with me. He'll be fine. We'll buckle him up here. 58 in this field. That's bright. There you go. That's not bad. That's better. We'll take that. So, all right. So the plan here is just to take these 2 things home tonight. We're gonna leave the pickup in the grain cart here. There's a little bit of beans on the grain cart yet, so we'll empty that in the morning and then take it straight to the next field. The bean head can go straight from here to the next field. Combine needs fuel. Truck needs emptied. All that good stuff. So, yeah. Okay, guys. Well, we had a pretty good day today. 135-ish acres. I didn't really add it all up, but that's about what we had to do there. So that's about what we did, I would say. Got it done. They weren't the greatest beans we've run. Probably our poorest beans. I mean, in fact, it was for a full day of the year. Hopefully tomorrow they will get better. We've got about 75 acres that's 10 miles away. That is a field that we might plant some wheat in. We weren't planning on it, but with as wet as things are, I don't know that we're going to get any wheat planted down to Berkey. So we're talking about potentially planting this particular field to wheat. So we'll see. That's sort of the idea why we're going to go get them now. There's rain coming tomorrow night into Sunday, so we've got to do what we can tomorrow, and then we'll reevaluate first of the week. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions, comments, leave them down below, and hit that like and subscribe buttons for me, please. I would appreciate it. We'll see you guys again tomorrow. Oh yeah, I really want to do a live stream. I've been planning and thinking and trying to do a live stream. None of the fields we've been in so far have had good enough cell phone service for me to do a live stream. Maybe tomorrow, maybe.